guys, it's Crystal and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to talk about some ways that I grew my hair out over the last year. So I'm still kind of a new natural. My hair has been fully natural for a little bit over a year now. And I've noticed that my hair has grown in a decent amount. It's not all down to my butt or anything just yet. But I noticed that like a lot of the time, my hair, I have a lot of shrinkage and I don't really notice the growth, like unless I'm really paying attention, like when I'm styling my hair, when I'm stretching it out and when it's wet and everything, how much is actually grown, because in its shrunken state, it's been like around the same length for a while now and it doesn't look like it's really growing, but it really is. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've done. I'm no pro or anything, but these are just some of the things that I've done and I've noticed that it made somewhat of a difference in my hair. I never really had much of an issue with my hair growing. It's just, you know, when your hair is relaxed, it kind of gets to a standstill where it doesn't grow much more. But one thing that I've done is to deep condition. I think deep conditioning is very, very, very important to hair growth, because especially curly girls have drier hair, sometimes coarser hair, just more fragile hair. And to make sure that your hair is properly conditioned really, really helps, because when your hair is dry, it is so easily broken off. So making sure that your hair is conditioned and moisturized is a very big deal. So I deep condition every time I wash my hair. I don't deep condition for hours and hours. I deep condition for basically whatever the bottle says, the container says, or maximum of like 30 minutes, depending on what I'm doing, all in the meantime. But I also think it's very important to like wrap your hair, like not in the relaxed sense, but just protect your hair while you sleep. Whether that's a satin pillowcase, a bonnet, a headscarf, something. I personally wrap my hair with a scarf. Also, what I do is I have one of those satin lined caps. So in the winter, like I don't have a winter hat or earmuffs or anything, and it's horrible because I live in Michigan, so it's like, why not? But I've always been afraid of putting a headband around, things like that. All that cotton is rubbing on my hair and everything. So I use my satin lined cap. Either sometimes I can wear it to sleep or I'll wear it out, because one thing that I've noticed is that in the winter time, like I'll have my coat on or I have a sweater on or my scarf, and it's just like right on my hair, and it's like I don't want my hair breaking off or anything like that. So I'll take the satin line cap and I'll put that on. Then I can throw my hood up, or I could just, you know, wrap my scarf around and not worry about it, you know, rubbing on my hair, because, you know, curly hair, very fragile. Anything will soak out the moisture, any friction will rub and break it off. So that's another thing that I do. I sleep with a headscarf, just a regular old headscarf that I found at beauty supply, silk or satin, things like that. Just every night, even if my hair isn't like, even if I'm not trying to preserve a style, like towards the end of the week my hair is really, really dry and everything, I still do it. Like especially when my hair is really, really dry, I want to make sure that it's not rubbing all on a cotton pillowcase. And then the next thing that I do is I try to refresh my hair throughout the week, to make sure that it stays moisturized. I do, you know, my LCO method when I first do my hair. And then when I refresh it during the week, what I'll take is either like a spray leave-in, one of those curl hydrators, one of those type of mists, to re-wet it, saturate it good enough, and then I'll just take I'll take some cream and just kind of scrunch that into my hair, and then some oil or just some oil, and just scrunch it in my hair to try to keep it moisturized towards the end of the week, because I know sometimes it's winter time now, so I know my hair is a little bit drier than normal. So that's something that I've been doing. Also, another thing I think is important is periodically doing protein treatments, keratin treatments, something. I don't do any hardcore protein treatments. The only one that I really use is the AfroG 2-minute reconstructor. I think that's what it's called. I do that about once a month, just to make sure that I'm strengthening my hair, because your hair can get really, really fragile. So you want to make sure that you're replacing all of the proteins back into your hair, making sure that it's nice and strong and it can withstand whatever you're going to be doing that week. But all of these things in combination really, really help. I don't trim my hair too often. I've only trimmed my hair about twice since I've been fully natural, so in like the last year. And I don't think that that's really stopping my hair from growing at all. It will stop my hair, my curls from flourishing and being as pretty as they could be and as bouncy as they can be, because once I trim it, then I notice that my curls look a lot better, but I don't think it stopped my growth. I don't do a lot of protective styling, but I want to do more. I do a lot of wash and goes. You know, I do a lot of wash and goes. That's normally what I do. And I know they say you don't want to manipulate your hair too much, and a lot of people think wash and goes are high manipulation. It can be. You just got to know how to work with it and try not to do too much with it. So I've tried not to use too much of my Denman brush when I do my wash and goes, and try to use my fingers more, and try not to just rake and rake and rake and rake and rake for 45 minutes. Like, just do what needs to get done, and then that's it. Just make sure you're keeping your hair moisturized, and then make sure you're wrapping it at night and everything. So those are the major things that I've been doing that has helped my hair flourish. I just noticed that, you know, a while ago, I could see how, like, when I was styling it, how short it was, and then recently, like, when I'm styling, to see how far it's actually come. So something I'm doing is working. But yeah, let me know any tips or tricks that you guys have that has really been growing your hair. I tried to do a little bit of like the scalp massage and stimulation. I don't do too much of that. I really stopped using my scalp massager thing. I try to rub, like when I put oil on my scalp, I try to massage it in for a few minutes, but I don't do it religiously. But yeah, let me know some other tips or tricks that you guys know. I'm always interested to see what other people are doing. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications so that you don't miss when I upload another video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.